Abo Nonsia Peace 104.3. Okay, 101.7. Need 100.9. Hello 101.5 FM. Yane radio stations are ebro ha edunum ewo Ghana ene amahodo so. Na woti enka ene anwumre obebisa se na anwumre de ene a woti enka wote ne memenda sei achepa an kusie pia wi a na bibi na epam no. Yabo mama ne dada se esanse yepese mamu hunu ne ekoso ewo yabato no munti no. Ye dwumadie no sesan kakra abam yato abawi a yebese akọ ne dada no emu. Na sabre de aye no ne se edu memenda anwumre se ya na otwe ne nyina babi a Franka Krafo no ene wabedi akire wo mo ebo aporokoye ye be mo hunu na ebo ahodo so a wo mo ehye no ye de atudwa na aba ye beto na fie Franka Krafo ewo mu Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia New Patriotic Party, John Dramani Mahama National Democratic Congress NDC, Alan John Kwajo Chirematen Independent Candidate, Christian Kwabena Andrews Ghana Union Movement, Daniel Augustus Latte Jr. Great Consolidated Popular Party, George Chumber Medu Independent Candidate, Nana Kwame Bediako Independent Candidate, Ekwiongo Ghana Freedom Party, Afei Hassan Abdullahi Ayarga All People's Congress, Kofi Akpalu Liberal Party of Ghana, Mohammed Frimpong National Democratic Party, Nana Kosia Frimpoma Convention People's Party, and Afei Kofi Quarantine Independent Candidate. Era no me ene ya ma me no mama bo ndin omo ne om Frank o ma be de akire ba bi om bo aprofa na otwe nyina mu every sabre yi akoka se ye beto aba no edu me nda nwumre se ya ye betena se na ye de ehon sem abremo eno ene ya to din decision time.
Franka tuni de my NDC amanyoko no eya kanema mpeni John Dramani Mahama na wotu atwam ade ba na wie ye nna yi wade nanu ebontoa ewo enkran kokroko mantami mu a na eya de atoso nan ya wo bontoa ewo enkran wokopia mu ewo ningo pram abato mpesia so wakoi wonu kroma ekasari ema woyi nsem bia no titru eya de mampeni na nado danko akufado editu nanum se amra bonten won betire bebia wogina ewa galamse any free SHS salamat kuku apentro ena ye peace fm ye nsem tire ni man bofo anu odi kanema mpene John Dramani Mahama ne Mahama for change 2024 campaign next year odi amane boyi ebreye na wotwi
ene omampeni dada otu Franka Adema NDC amanyoko no eko enamienu aprobo ewo Greater Accra Mountain mu we eye phase 4 na probo no odebeko ningo pram constituency obeko tema central tema east eni kon katamanso constituency na bra odu ningo say na John Dramani Mahama eka ninsem
it looks like he doesn't live in this country. Because I've commented on Galamsey over and over again. The Ministry of Energy and Natural Resources gave political leaders the platform to outline their policy on small-scale mining. And for a whole hour, I outlined our policy. After that, there was questions and answers for 2 hours. We were there for 3 hours. Recently, when I met the clergymen, some community, a part of my speech and the questions and answers was again on Galamsey.
Okasawe eno say free SHS ne die wa ka say Ghana ni futo bia eda ho a ede hwe free SHS nse hweye ne so moma yente John Dramani Mahama bra
on my policy of free SHS. Again, he's not in this country or he has been sleeping, because I have made it clear that there are implementational problems with the free SHS. One, there's no dedicated funding. 2, parents are not happy with the double track. 3, the quality of food the children are given is not good. As I've said, that NDC is going to come and fix these 3 things. 1, we're going to corral part of our oil revenue into a dedicated fund, and that fund will be used to finance the free SHS. That's number 1. Number 2, we're going to fast track the completion of our educational infrastructure.
Na mampeni dada John Dramani Mahama efri ningo ene odine ni kire gbecheli na wokopie ho ena mampeni na nado dan kwakufu ado ensa watu afre ne se omra na woni na bedi eche Dr. Mamadi ba omiambe ye debate no woso atepa na nu yo womanini.
The report I am hearing from Parliament is true, then something historic has just happened. The report is that the Speaker
free Becheli no na ni kire mu ewopon Katamanso constituency na embra wokodu ho no na amanbo from Rasebedwo fiaba says Speaker aka say Rasebedwo fo bako nan wa mun kunwa no ese di adam pan na kanima peni John Dramani Mahama eti wo Pon Katamanso constituency entimra wo ne Ghana fo wo kasa no wakasa fa de na esi wo Parliament.
If the report I am hearing from Parliament is true, then something historic has just happened. The report is that the Speaker has declared 4 seats vacant. Of the 4 seats, 3 are from the MPP and 1 is from the NDC. So if those seats have been declared vacant, then it means in the life of one Parliament, the minority has turned to the majority and the majority has turned to the minority. So for me, God is even showing a sign of what is going to happen. Because even before we have cast one single ballot, the NDC has become the majority.
Kanama Pene John Dramani Mahama, every Pon Katamanso no, when the Nitra mu or Afiena. Now, Wakoyana, Wakasan was saying, I'm Yenmini. Saglemi housing project no. Abanya yes, Wadema, and Crankrama, Wamayano. Kanya Bonnet. Now the say ya man and animal info assassin you modia. Aban to san among we 1 4 1 far woman come on. Now where you are mo fly. Namyanimini 1 4 bonye ni dia ma wo.
It was NDC that started the Saglemi housing project. We consulted the people of Ningo Pram before we started that project. After we left, this government has abandoned it. Recently I hear they want to give it to private people. But the point I'm making to them is that if you are changing the status of that project from a government project to a private project, you need to discuss with the allodial owners of the land. And so I know they haven't done that discussion. You cannot alienate that land by handing that project to a private company without the permission and discussion and negotiation with the allodial owners who are the Ningo people.
Kanema Pene John Dramani Mahama. Wo free Afienya no de ni kire mu awa Tamaniu town. Namda wo kodru Tamaniu town no. Wane nananoma farefo a wo mo Tamaniu town ebonkomo. Ana odi ti wonim se wo mo anim dada. Se Ghana mampeni odi kan osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Na ne ni so adi hunu se tema beba be ye industrial city sa tema industrial city eni so ade hunu no wode ne satia ka fon ka ne tetere maso ka soro do here se NDC ba ba mu a ebebem.
Unfortunately, Tema has fallen on bad days. We need to reclaim the glory of Tema. Tema wanyoma bebria krobie ni wogana ha. Tema ye kroba kwa ewo underground sewage system. I say ensuofibia every bebia efemu call for treatment plants. Sa sewage system na say. E was yes you know. Send a beya Tema didn't toma pabefra. Eza and then one Tema Quenso. One can say this is the industrial city of Ghana. Acquiring in our say.
Kanema Penny John Dramani Mahama or free Tema New Town no or Tam Mahama for Change 2024 campaign no Eddie Kura Aje Kojo Waterma West constituency says Rudu. Na wakwaya do akwate ya ba ko ne say sa posi for wo kra wo mnika tisa akoba se wo mu ko duty kra tisa mo chata taxi ana mo fa Uber ana yango and was say we dey the pefe sa ben yo siswe wo nwene bambofo.
And so when NDC comes, we're going to retool the security services. We're going to give them vehicles. We're going to give them bulletproof vests so that they can protect us. Because if you take them as security officers and you don't give them the instruments with which to do their job, how can they do their job? So in our manifesto, we have indicated that we're going to retool our security services. We're going to give them the vehicles, the bulletproof vests, the weapons, the armored vehicles, so that they can fight the armed robbery menace that we are currently facing.
We that also mienu our Kanema Penny John Dramani Mahama nentoa no obo ewo enkran ofiri agin kojo de nitire mu ewo lejokuku ene krowa constituencies mienu akoye no odetudwa ese NDC aban waye seseye obedi aban a edwa wodo ewo man mu ina no obe na abefo de kram na ha ebechen we trade center mpo.
We have a program in our manifesto we call the Market Enhancement Program. If you look in this country, most of the modern markets that exist have been built under NDC administration. A market must be inviting for people to be able to go in and buy. A market must be appetizing. Nobody wants to go into a market which is muddy and go and dirty their feet. And so we have a market enhancement program. We're going to identify key markets across the country.
We Kanema Penny John Dramani Mahama. Now what you know de na nu ento aboje so ewo enkran. Kopie mu watama. Dia efiri to abon mu ba ye ne abo akire se kokos kade amamo no. Ahwefo amaka ye ho. Ewo Ghana district ayebu nkompo dia we Franka 24 no wo manam wo mu tuye. Any campaign wo mu yele na wo twi mu no. Social media platform ni na so. Wa join ya bomode so do adwen kire beba. Ye sure bo se brepam ye bekan amamansan ate.
Decision time despite media ena yede ebremui na otwi mu nso so mampani abedi akire a otu frank adiama MPP amanyukuo no Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia or the possibility to no eko framantam emu na ebra oko framantam mu no na this titro ene say osoro mo say wo nto abama no se na be ya obeba be mampani na wadada eniema ni amagana akonkan Emia bia okoye e oframantemu eye Keta Anglon South Ton Ketu North Ketu South Akachi South Central Ton Adaklu Akachi North Agotima Ziope whole central, north town, south dai, afajato south, whole west, hohoi, bando, ya ni nyina ewo framantam emu. Na ebra odu north town no, mampani abedi echire eko Japan, eko kohwe baabi ana Volta Star Tester Limited, womo eye adwuma no. Ohye woni e ho bose. Nyame ye na dom na osan beye mampani a Ghana for to abama no na obeye mampani a obepagya sa adwuma na gina ho bio ama maburu no so enya biayo.
I believe that if we do the Buy Ghana First policy, companies like the Volta Star Textile will survive, because all the free SHS schools and so on, the uniforms and all of that, we will be buying it from this factory, and we will create the jobs and we will have all of that. So we will amend the law and also amend the Public Procurement Act to make sure that this happens. And as I said, it was when I came here and I talked to the workers that I started thinking of how best do we save companies like the Volta Star Textile Limited. But I believe that a Buy Ghana First policy, which is backed by law, will save this company, and if not only save it, but allow it to grow in terms of output.
We aye North Town na odu Ketu North no oshia asofo na woni asofo no so twetwe nkomo e kan nani so ade hunu kire wo mo na asofo no de odi won manim aye Reverend Solomon Paintel obomampani abedi ekire Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia abaso pa se nani afi kakra na efri se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia abaye mampani abedi ekire okomfie nwotwe onti da se mbo efri afempinu ne nwotwe no mampani akufado yi no ebesi sa abre no obi abo no Bawumia ne din e de ketasehye ne dwurumudie ne proye afor dada na ekire nipa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia oye.
You are one politician that cannot be tagged with the issue of corruption. Permit me to say that, Your Excellency, it appears you are corruption-free. Observation number 2, your visionary character or visionary spirit. One politician, one leader, one vice president full of vision. With you, it is possible. Because of you, Ghana can pride itself of certain facilities that other countries or nations don't even dream of. Yes, our medications can be supplied through the use of drones in this our country. It doesn't matter the distance. The things that others don't see, this man can see. We call you the man of digitalization, bringing the impossibles to be possible. We want to say thank you.
Na wanfanso ho a odu Keta constituency no wa framantamu no wode nananom afei imams won ma yensa no nyuma atitiro wo ma ka se empura na epuru ehia ehon so wo kire niema obeye e de abo free SHS ho ban e na afei de obeye so etu ohia ase e de free yaman emu.
What is heartwarming for me is that when we started in 2017, there were more boys than girls in senior high school. For every 100 boys, we had 68 girls. And then we opened the door to free senior high school education. And somehow, over the last 8 years, now there are more girls than boys in senior high school. Today, for every 100 boys, you have 106 girls in senior high school. So the girls have overtaken the boys. And that shows good progress for Ghana. That is very good for us. And you can imagine what Ghana is going to be like in another 10, 15 years' time.
Alaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eni na ebra odu Anglo constituency no so no. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia shia asofo eni imams afei wo share opinion leaders wo mo a ekase mpura na epuru ewo pom ho bi eni wo mo etwetwe enkomo. Osise nyame ye na dom. Na ohwenwuma pa MPP aye na afi framantemu wo mo ma na ba na kakra aka da bia de wo de ma MPP no ho a nyame be ya dom ama isi bebodin no obeka se wono ena oye enkunimdifo mampeni ote apatamu na wose oba Anglo se de omanfo gi twi eba be hia no no amana nya ni da so se afidie bibipa ebe free Nazareth aba.
Today I have been touring over 200 constituencies in Ghana, and I can tell you from what I've seen today, I know we are winning this election. We are winning this election. You will hear by midnight of the 7th of December that MPP has won this election. It is going to be clear. Don't worry. You can see that the NDC know they are losing this election. They know. Because we have 6 weeks to the election, isn't it? 6 weeks. But today, after being a minority for 8 years, they want to be a majority for 6 weeks. That makes sense.
Na Dr. Mahmoud Baumia aprobo a wode eko framantamu miamia mabobo so nyinaa na yenua Pius Beidu Bansen edi ekire ono nada Roma eno bo a we nyinaa no ebre yen decision time.
On 3 FM decision time sini na what you so Frank Tunya be de kire ma ND Samanyoko no Professor Nana Jane Opokwadman or the Mama for Change 2024 campaign no ekopie mu ewo Upper East Mantamu na ye nanu wokopie mu awo boko na ba ahemfie na wokopie wono ankoma ko so anu akire yi Oko Boko Central, Bolgatanga Central, Bolgatanga East, Chiana Paga. We are your nursing and midwifery training college. Our Zwarungu, our Bolgatanga, our Bolgatanga East constituency. Now, Professor Nana Jeno Pokwajimai. I'm not a copy of Mua Boko Naba. Na him fee. And I jawane of ko Naba. Na asigiri abugrago azoka awo tosu mienu ebonkomo eno so edo bese na napa ne manfo se bredu wamu anim se Ghana bebia yeduru yi ehia body works ne service na manyoku betumi aye Ghana body works ne service amesi ne dada mu biewu eye tinya manyoku NDC.
We've also come here. We know that this is the political season, and that is also part of the reason why we have come. And we have come to emphasize the major messages of the National Democratic Congress. And the major theme is for all of us to look at what is happening and what has happened to our country. I don't think that it will take another person to tell us how we feel. We all know. Therefore, I also plead for cooperation at that level, for tight unity at that level, for support at that level for all our parliamentary candidates. Regardless what has happened or is not happening, they are the candidates that we have. It is in our own interest that we all do whatever we need to do to ensure that they come into parliament, and to help all of us is going to be communal work to reset our country by looking at all the sectors, whether it is law, education, health, roads, whatever. We all know that there's work to be done. And I have no doubt that you will stand with us.
Nyayatini ni aya Professor Nana Jeno Pokwajimai. NDC Frankatuni abedi echire. Na nuachire yi ana trafo de ma bokunaba. David Adoliba. Ejina bokunaba ene bokwade se nyina na mu. Ede na se ni kabia ma Professor Jena no Pokwajimai. Wobuoni anidi a wode ama nananom. Ene ba wo ba ya wono mbebo nkomo. Titru ne futu a wode ama bokwade se. No akase kan ho.
We are so grateful that even at this hour, you are still with us. And as I stated to the people, it's because of the situation. If not, we would have prepared adequately to receive you and to give you a strong message. Nonetheless, your message shows the caliber of person you are and the type of leadership you will be bringing for Ghanaians. We are so happy that you came and you are preaching the need for us to abide by peace. It is important because without peace, there cannot be any form of development.
Bako na ba trefo penny David Adoliba earlier training kano. Aya Professor Jenna no Pokwajiman. Na nu to aba wo de hye so. Ewo Upper East region. Ana Peace FM yensem training ya man before Patricia se Fafisha na Dauroma. Wo de ebreye.
Yo, na ya kai mo se mo hwe ye Facebook ane YouTube ni nyina mo mfa adwenkyere no mra Mansadat wa ha enche kra midwesi a na Mansadat de fa edikan enso abremo ni nyina decision time ye ma mo nyina ma hunu ne a ekoso ewo abatro no se be ya obetimi asigina no eyie na MPP amanyokro fa nkakwafo abedi ekire Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe Napo na otwi Napo wankran na enkran no ochichem wadnani ekire Kolebu Nursing and Midwifery Training College eno ewo Ablekuma South abato mpesua so na wone adesuafo na wantete ase no ekotwetwe nkomo kire nia Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ba obeye na Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe eka niema bia MPP amanyukon ba ye omaye ede afa pomdensam ho afei Dr. Baumia ni suade hunu so a opese wode ehihye Ghana dachi bold solution no so Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe eka ho asem na po say nursing and teacher training allowance no a ewo sesi ano wo mo ba he no ni atwam mama ban twam ansa no wo mo ba eno wo mo no ba he no Akufo Addo Baumia ban ba he no omo san ebepagagina ho bio na on de obetumi aka kire omo ne say alawa ache eye chen de eye twam
8 years today, a certain presidential candidate was in a nursing training school somewhere in Ghana. And the students were shouting, we want Allowance. Because at that time, for 2 years, they had cancelled the Allowance. And when the students shouted, we want Allowance, you know what they told them? They said, we have cancelled the Allowance. Whether you like it or not, we have cancelled. Whether you vote for us or you don't vote for us, we have cancelled. Right? They said, after the Allowance, it has been cancelled. That was 8 years ago, 2016, before the election. The nurses and teachers in Ghana's Allowance was cancelled. Just a month ago, the person who cancelled the nurses and teachers Allowance, he went to another nursing school. And when the nurses said, we want Allowance, you know what he said? No. Listen. You know what he told the nurses? He said he cancelled the nurses and teachers Allowance because he wanted to build hospitals.
Na wanfanso ha ofri Kolebu no oko Pantan Nursing and Midwifery Training College na eno so wo Madina bato mpesua so na Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia no ono nani so ade hunu ekura papa no ono ankasa sometimes otimi transe hwe Dr. Baumia din was papa yi o ya chede ma Ghana pa o sense papa nani so ade hunu esoso pa na se de o ka kire anesefo na o montete ase e wo Kolebu no saa na o ka kire o mo susu a e wo Pantan ne say alawa ache de eye den a ebeba demum de atwam de o twen afebo a ema.
So when you are here and you see anybody wearing this t-shirt, tell the person, if you see somebody wearing a t-shirt, it means that he doesn't want his brother or sister to come and enjoy Allowance. Because he says when he comes back, he is taking us back. He says resetting. When we reset to 2016, there was no Allowance. There was no work. There was no career. They couldn't buy chalk. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Somebody believes that a government can be better. Somebody believes that a president can be better. Somebody believes that Ghana can be governed better. They didn't have the Allowance. The nursing training and teacher training didn't have Allowance. But they went out and voted for MPP so that you enjoy what? Allowance. So it is your godly duty that 7 December you go and vote for the party that will brought nurses Allowance.
Na wamfa so a pantan ho no a eno san e ka kire o mo se ai na no ndc amanyoko no nko kam yenti a parliament no ye say o mo na ye majority eno se wo ka no nukrem pa e de a kire se ndc emrahye suban a wo mo da na di e wo mrahye na ano no wono Dr. Matthew Opoku prempe say na ni ewu say wa fere say poto say eh we mu ne from honorables no na wa fere pa.
2 months ago we went to parliament to employ more nurses and teachers. NDC says no. Another has bought 200 companies so that people can get work to do. NDC says no. We want to go to parliament to pass the GAPC work program so that we can continue to build our Agenda 111 hospital school. NDC says no. We want to employ nurses. NDC says no. We want to employ teachers. NDC say no. We want to employ police. NDC say no. We want to employ doctors. NDC say no. Hey, we want to employ fire service. NDC says no. We went to parliament 3 days ago. ND cannot go to the ballot box and win election. So they started fighting in parliament. Even supposedly sensible, rational people, when you come and sit on my chair, I will beat you up. If we wanted to be bosses, we would have gone to the boxing ring.
Na wofri ho no oko Accra College of Education eno so wo ayawa so west about to pese so nkran ha ya eho ena woni atichafo wo ma wantete ase no wono wo etwetwe nkomo wo wo private ene aban de ni nyina wono wo hia ho etwetwe nkomo na osaka alawa no so asem wo.
I believe that the economy has grown bigger than any forecast, such that the rating agencies that drove us have now started rating Ghana. Ghana is going to go back to build and grow our economy so that we can all benefit. Put your trust and faith in Dr. Mahmoud. He has not been a president. He has not been a president. And yet still, he is able to tell us the number of initiatives that came out. How he has been provoked and how he has been tempted. He refuses to go into the gutter. He advised MPs, if MPs says when you come to come, they will beat you. Stay away. And me, I hope and I pray that they will stay away and nobody will get extraction.
When you are there, a free Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe, Franka Grafo Abedi, Chirman Pipia Manukono, Nentua Obono and Cramanta Muna Ochuemu, Ebaye, Ben Ni Mate, and now Obob was answering Yano, MIA, decision time.
Decision time and I was good so with you peace 104.3 Margin Chilebia Modiabano and I'm a day twaso at the Mamoya Shasi dia YouTube no ho and I'm a Shasi we are about Facebook no so making can be so Eddie a few ho Coffee Parliament oh dear and I'm a day Shasi YouTube no so was it politics pa the Sebi and many people found pa can some can look so crowd na politics pa anti boa Ghana ni and one also Eddie Betumu Rosina Amwa eni was a former president me pacho and small king na wotwe die sebi na se entrono doso na Rosie enso de betumu Peter enso de eni was a former president license ko ni was license no doso former president na wotwe small kan die na dodo na no sebi na emfa kwam Rosina uni Peter makenka mo die Sisi Idris enso de eni was me chiamo pa na anwumre bupe ena mitiemu edi efira I say #1 #Baumia 2024 #it is possible insha Allahu ena Sisi Idrisu edi betumu akismi se hwebekwai wasi atoda pa na metise nipa biti ho
na omobo MPP abaso se NPP ya de metimi dwene ho saa menti ase mebisa wo enisa Ghana for na ya no mo se MPP ya de ntukrom ha aso omo ti happy anaso omo different planet so na te so omobo MPP abaso saa akisimi se hwebe kwai wo de no kwadwo ampofu nso de nie kwadwo ampofu se utiti utire ho se utiti utire ho ompe no kore enti utiti utire ho saa na kwadwo minim ne ane de no Kobe Stone nso de nie Kobe Stone si ane ye de bekoso no ya bo MPP abaso saa esan MPP de omaye bi o si wiase Kobe bia na kohwe ba bia ye den COVID-19 unity no obi ebre enye Ghana ngonti Ghana ye den a na te se enye MPP na IBP na no nkire se Ghana fo nso nkoto aba efama NDC Kobe Stone de no Nana Kwama Boati na Blekuma Central Dr. Baumia is number 1 on the ballot nso de ni osu we no ya wodansem enkoma Porsche depa weja barrier o se Nyankopon hira bebre Kwama Boati wo de no Foster ankoma o fonse bia chimansa achimbiani o se yes election de Ghana for beto ba no de ma NPP sanse adwuma no de NPP o ma ye na se Ghana for adwuma na mope enti NPP ye adwuma na adenti na monto ba no fama NPP o se enchan konfama Rebecca Ntiamwa achima yiribi na Foster ankoma so edibetu mu na kwa mama kenkan Master Planner Junior Kintampo onu so ne die nie o se Ghana ni so pese Ghana ko nanimu a na wato aba no wo beto so a to ko number 1 esanse number 1 nko na betimi aboma Ghana ko nanim so wan to anko number 1 a anhwe ba bia beto ko bia no free senior high school oba obi twam ene wode no so ebetu mu saa na kwa mama kenkan YouTube no madwenkyira mode afa ho eno no na owusu OPD sunwan onsu die nie osi decision time Ghana for monkoto aba Ghana for beto aba so dia Dr. Baumia na ose moto aba no de ma no osi breaking the 8 na possible enti moto aba na mpuntu beba na JDM no 7 preduasa oni hwe de ma Ghana for enti moto aba de ma JDM a corruption na bre bi atwam na musu hu na besan babiem na owusu OPD sunwan won dia ode e bai no Health last unsu die ni patriotic voices go so osi JDM me pa chopa jai say we waste time no ase wo say resources kwa sebi emfaso obi amfiri mu ma Dr. Baumia or the next president Ghana for beto aba ediama no teacher Kujo Tepa enyina susu ono so die ni oso Dr. Baumia in fact opinion no competent pa na onye corrupt enu ni Ghana for some monpe disappointment amonto aba no former NPP na Dr. Baumia ba enema besesa oso December 7 2024 Ghana for nyina na ombe show mo appreciation ediama Dr. Baumia ombeto aba no ediama no teacher Kujo Tepa enyina susu odi na makenkan de afiri ho no Kobe Road unsu die ni osi Peace FM aden ase abribia no MPP na mo ye NDC film enya no kure na kan MPP na Kwame Amonso kan NDC enti na wo kan minim babia odi free a odi ba Amisco Spelele ka so nso die no si AK Dr. Baumia hawa ba number 1 osi JDM buga promises nko a osi scam nso nko bebre enti Dr. Baumia se ne sitie bia no December election no obewene enti Ghana for mu pempuntu a muntu aba no enfama Dr. Baumia Amisco Spelele odi no ahito unsu die nie wosi Ghana for braso say yemi nida ho na osi the reason for the alawa in the first place bringing back the alawa without paying it's equivalent to cancelling it. Okay Matthias here international say I say alawa no ho nsem ne ye kan yemi nida ho pa esanse alawa no say ye san dia ba na abanso ye ntimi ntua ka ene na te say ne yetwa mu pepepe enu ntino Ghana for yemi nida ho enya bo hye bia na osi edi akiri ene wode no so aba betum amankwa Kwabena Frank ono so ne die nie o se sebi JDM de oni hwe de ma Ghana for enti Ghana for monto aba no emfa nko number 1 Yao Kin onso de aba bedru o se Ghana for are ready so beto aba no boom de ma NPP na NPP ba okay Yao Kin fache me dana wode no o se Ghana for are crowd so beto aba no de tia NPP esan se NPP galamse no man ntima ni sunkunim eni ebedi galamse sunkunim ebedi enu eni se galamse no agentre ha enu o se MPP for mo di Ghana for hwamo enti galamse no nko anti Ghana for beto aba de tia mo Peter Boache unsu die nso good evening Peace FM me chamo pa na Holland na anwumre meeting kasebo ne die afiri o se it is possible for DMB YouTube no mo die no na midimirika pa ko Facebook no so akenka ba ko mienu ba afiri ho no mo a na ansana ya toa so a fantastic over for so die nie was it Ghana for moto aba de ma NPP a Dr. Baumia oba LGBTQ+ na musu ho no ontwamu obetwamu a ka ni panyi na nado ene di kan twa mu fantastic odie no atimbila pato kintampo odie nie ose Ghana for mamu nya mistake kura nto aban for magedi am da esanso no so ba free senior high school no policy no obetwa mu akwasi adu jemfi asti odomase odie no ose Ghana for nyina mu enjoy peaceful atmosphere apomuden pa ekoso electricity enigina so idun so dum so 10 of the past edusua ho nsem so free senior high school nie industrialization so abuso ba bia enwuma ekoso digitalization agenda nie creating more jobs enso koso agenda 111 was planting for food and jobs part 1 and part 2 one district one ambulance one district one factory was in nyuma buso enti Ghana for nyewe na mo pa ene be na nwa pa ena asti enso edo no baye akisimi hwebe kwa mekenkan ba ko YouTube no so Judas di Carlot onso di enie Carlot na ochro ye was it pese me chamo pa nwumre yi na odie no de metwa so me nsada enhusu ye Alex Akon onso di enie was ya free election de NDC all the way me wachim da na Kofi Nasco onga kwaku nyina na nchia no Amisco makenkan okay me twa so answer na yetwe ho ba decision time adwenkyira ka akire no e de beto aso
na new force a movement a kofa bai any penia oda no a independent presidential candidate na Kwame Bediako an in town din ane cheda na waya ne se obekọ constituency ba ko akọ ahenu ni eduosun 275 constituencies ni na aninti ono ne campaign watu din 275 constituency tour na what you akọ pia mantam we ya na ni kira bono east mantam so emu na mla wakopia mu ewe pia mantam no okọ yilo krobo upper any lower menya krobo okọ afante akwa north and in the south konkoko na mna wakopia mu ewe obegro ana wonu ahin kese wo begro wo fante akwa north constituency kasa no se odafo se wa wunim se etweye mantam se ene mawodo a wodonfo de adom mantam no se ye hwetu yie pa nanka ya ye ni ya sikanta de bebro man no etweye mantam nko ano $192 billion waswe na ye sika we etweye mantam enti wontia se obekwa etweye mantam na nkrofo te onya buburo ayekun abo akoto emani da awia parada so no woso nyame ya adom pa na kiake obia mampani a efie mantem benya na chefa ewo dia waka mu na afi galam sei wonyina yie
mo hwe me policies na 12 policies ana mo hwe number so am da so number 12 mo hwe ministers am si me do mo ban so mo number 12 but dem me pese me ka kire mo ne say ne wo eastern ha nyina minim baby am gold she minim baby am diamond she minim bibia baby am sika nyina she na mo hwe me policy na maka kire mo dada say eastern region mo $192 billion of sika on the ground ye dikan for no o manye yes research we anka emunokre ankyere yen na obehwe no na embabunu no dodo na omuni adwuma se wamfa wankasa wo man na ade e wo wasase so no se wa want to do our mine our manufacture and produce unya adwuma ni bi sika no unya bi etu ha obi foforo ahoho na ba befa akọ
ya tini ni ya na Kwame Bediako new force movement penia wodano na we free epeye mantem wod ne kire mu wobono east mantem sade yaba mane dada no na wokodoma east doma central doma west and afri brekum east and west na mro kopia mu wo doma central no okodoma hene wo ene ne kobonkomo na o kan say
otumfo ene osagefo edi mienu ameboyi emu otupa na mu nyina so ya ahemfo se nyankopon ni nhyira mama ka yemfa mo ntira nkonwa na motimu no enso bibinti ena ma BBC me ba ha ensa me de ba ye no me de ba be pataw na mesraw na me ka kiro tumfo nso na masra no se entokwa bia na e ba mu no me na Kwame Bediako me se elimiti apetowa mamumie no elimumie no boma mo chefa ayagana entitimu bia ba na akoye se munso macheyemu ade a mebisa omo no sanye ya omuntwamti
na ya tini nkenye na Kwame Bediako na okasa wieye na domahene osi ade yo na najman bedu ebo na baso na wosi na mienu ni yenye se obama mra constitution no ebra nananom se memo mo nya amanyosem a enka wodi akukudro be kama manse nyina te se na Kwame Bediako eye ne doba wo so nani na obeta na tipa ewa akukudro anam a watuo ewa Ghana amanyosem mu
yema na kura aka no ama mo adwiri ade ampanimfo Ghana bentimi nka mo asem aba be kan ane ompanka bomu wonata adwene ho pa na nhyɛ ne bɔsɛ ne ma saa asɛm na ɔde na no aka no ɛnyɛ kwa MPP na NDC bɛgyina yɛm na nna deɛ yɛwɔ kamafoɔ sɛ ɛnyɛ Ghana mamra 1992 Republican Constitution na ɔhyɛ sɛ ahemfo yɛntimi nyɛ amanyo a nka nna ma declare sɛ ngɔ n'akyi ɛboa no
ya tini ni eya domahene ɔse adeɛ yɛ ɔnana agyeman badu Peace FM yɛn nsɛm kyerɛ nneɛma no bɔfo Henry akwesi menka ɛna de cheddar ɛnto aboyɛ ama no boyi ɛbrɛ yɛn
minim sɛ edi baako a mo nyinaa mo twɛn ɛde ahia ɛnyɛ no me mai mu bekumi o eno akuadonko yɛ presidential candidate Ghana Freedom Party GFP na akuadonko akwakofa radio presenter a yɛ frɛ no Kwabena Agyeman Apia Kubi edia na wofo de to no nanso na wotedin ni dia edinim radio so any Roman father na Roman father eno ye akuadonko na be di akire Roman father any peace news atwetwe nkomo e decision time so wo say akuadonko no ne campaign no onye ne tise de omo maka no ye no say ade ba chi na zwarungu na we aduru ho na ziope na we aduru da bi akuadonko nye ne sa akuadonko no or the radio and or the campaign no is that so tena radio so say Peace FM ayeka say yenim say stations are 80 okosampa say a ginyame kuram we so ma ho say nyame che radio kuram Fela FM e wo Mantifi Coco FM e wo Tepa Genesis any success nyina e wo go so the beat say asanwe so Faith FM e wo say hwi so Liberty say hwi so o mu nyina kuram okok ndampo a o mu su kutamu eti otra radio so ba ko no wakasa obi a bete nia opeso oka no eti na otwi ne flag bearer akuadonko maami akuadonko akasa pa e wo radio stations ahodo so ani nyina ye ensesa pa wono Roman father no o gidie wo akuadonko munti onyim se akuadonko bedi nkunim afia bato num na sansesa pa so a so wo mu di nkunim a o mu de beba no eno bi eno chechire mu kire decision time
Excellency Kadonko, yeah, applying them 14. Ghana for any agree, which is I started a count as if you remember, if you recall, somewhere around the 2012, the only Excellency Kadonko didn't come out. She did mention a free senior high school. I don't know, young papa, His Excellency, and now the bank for the answer, oh yeah, bra. In fact, there's so much now, amano. I free compulsory quality education. They kind, I don't know. And I feel so Freeport and on the Ghana Freedom Party. I been sure that the Freeport no idea a very much. You're calling him to why not get free electricity bill, which the manifesto one idea a woman.
Na Kwabena Agyeman Apia Kubi Roman father one fan so wa o say eno akuadonko so said de wa hye akuafo ne nsantwerofo bo no ohena na Kwame Amusei so fu nyame ya dom na senga akuadonko ba o so be ma journalist car into who say ka peka me
Desika beso bia ka meka no wonye sika kura nye o mani
sao wa so ba be man sentro forecast eno a akuafo so
enya boboya
debe o se kan kata o be ma sentro forecast na wa ma akuafo so oba so o mo asene amo mo support bia o mo hia se be obetimi e de apagya oman Ghana.
And I say, I then say, Mammy, Excellency Kadonko, incoming, or ye, Kiani, Bano, Kia, your farmers, Nidia, idea, Nini, ever come who ye pa, idea, Nini, become who ye pa. You say, Galamsey, you make Tankoya, Galamsey, if you more say, ye, Mammy, I'm asking you on manifesto, we say, Oba, any traditional leaders, no, any state agencies, no, a best nasty Edwin.
Openi okasa ye mami akuadonko nye no na be di akire e fa Kwabena Agyeman Apia Kubi dodo na friend Roman father yenua Henry Kwasi Minka ono ene akuadonko ne bofo tene a owo efie ha sei ya obo asem ni nyina no ebre ye
na yɛina yɛgu so a yɛni di flag bearers yɛkyi sɛdeɛ obiara yɛyi sɛdeɛ yɛabɔ mama nneɛma moho baabi a obiara nam yi Dr. Daniel Augustus Latte Jr. I want a flag bearer de ma Great Consolidated Popular Party GCPP yɛbɔ no pono ne yɛbisa sɛ sɛ nkurɔfoɔ no nam yi a amanyokuo yi NDC ni MPP wɔmani abere atam Ghana abo ɔmo sɛ crest wei ano nam ha na ne yere nso so nam ha na running mate nso nam ha as a GCPP deɛ yɛnte wɔ mo nka na adadeɛ na ɛkɔ so ɛna ɔsɛ a yɛnte wɔ mo nka ne nyinaa ne sɛ wɔ mo nyanhyɛ campaign ase wɔ mo nyanhyɛ wɔ mo campaign ase nyame adoma next week
Ọsọfọ tó bọ ọsọfọ tó bọ o ṣe sẹ.
Oh, sẹ burọfuru na mẹmẹhu ankani ya. He said he has not kick-start his campaign yet.
Why asem na yẹ kẹ.
Daniel Augustus Latte Jr.
Na abadaka na sẹ ni ato.
Was it next week?
Aka 42 days. And no one campaign.
Oh, was it next week? Yeah, but wasn't I watch your day in me? Monday, yeah. Now, was I say next week? Ghana baby, no, I won't go. Oh, come baby, see the regions, no.
I obey one region one day, because there were 16 regions. And never aka 42 days. And the ever say actually aka 41. This was just here Juada aka 40 days.
Yeah.
It 40 days, no. Say region be a crowd 2 days 32.
So strategy or day baby, you know. And yes, strategy kitwa. The your friend on here pese bi say na ono ya den was onye
sa no papa. O papa tias do e o so mo
Uncle
Dan Lat o so mo congress wo Kumase and the delegates no take bus move na traffic ba chi o mo so hum.
Hey. Crofo ye campaign akasa mo muni ezi no. Was what we nyan shase. Nyam adman next week.
Now, one any running mate here.
When you be.
You running mate. Hey, you. That's what I file it. I don't file it.
What file me adina to mukra. I'm or ballot paper no so.
You, the material, the kind of the
oh, I didn't know.
So,
send me a see a pen voice, no, so only voice be a man because on one share you has one share you has in when you be a cat.
So we Bonini Papa.
Oh, I did that. Where's when? Hey, what's one year into want to mean carry
domestication?
And it's a per voice in the I am trying next week, no better say, or better the campaign, I say. Yes, hey, Ghana election.
Okay, a decision time.
Fisher,
a decision time.
I'm a bit man. Where's the Bianca?
decision time madwenkyerɛ round 2 ɛna yɛde to aso de ama mu a aso twene madam wodie nie wo se former president deɛ Nyankopɔn na apa no so we reset our motherland Ghana esan say baby Ghana eduru no si enya reset pa de a ye bebre apa we sa chim incoming MP o se wo chia wo akisimi se hweba kwa makenka ba ko dada kwasi adu say let's vote NPP amisco makenkan ya saben wo fire wo saben ka chire kwa da so market ena se anwumre yi utie kase boy di afri wo se ne a mrasebejafo na da na die ma Ghana fo hunu no idia dance ya pa se bin produce NDC for no monye ready so be reset Ghana na ena no brada na Ghana fo hunu yi asese bi school nkola o mo match akọ classroom na mo match sa se aden ya moni age o si we e di movie Ghana forward o si Ghana for moni abre mo break 8 na mo break 8 a enema ebeko yi #1 eda yiye ehye ena ya osaben ede bae fuseni salifu amena se o se in fact no kura ne de eye baako asem no kura so kana no pewe do nyime no aye free o se NPP eye better che NDC ye better che MPP o se MPP ntim fa no to NDC kura nti Ghana for mu hwe ni yi na mo to aba no fa ma NDC fuseni salifu amena se o de no kwasi adu makenkan baako dada kwasi sapon ensu die ni kwasi sapon fa che mo de no mintimi nkan ano edin Abdul Rashid Mubarak Sharif ensu die ni o si pese fa nyimre me chamba pa ohina na wose me chiao samra boy ena nwumre yi me take asebo no edi afri master planner junior kentampo unsu udie nie woso kandini obetima bo Ghana no Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia enti Ghana fo nto oba no enfama NPP ena odi ebaye kwasi ani ni yenchi ensu nie koforidua ena wosi otie kasebo no si peace news there always the best ena also odi betu mu akisimi makenkan ba kodada wose Andrew unsu die nie ozi pizza from my phone na me chiama nwumre na Ghana mabunu se mu pe yedie ne kan kopa dia Dr. Baumia ni Buma Nkama Japan coming 2024 muntu abani ye piaga nso die ni o se Dr. Baumia ni vision o de ma Ghana no eso pa enti bre no anie se Ghana foto abade ma no Isa Jandi wonso die ni ozi peace news majiba bia na nwumre me hwe mo live for Facebook no so mo watakwa also Dr. Baumia de election no modamunda simple kran pipi afa Francis Kaswa onso die nie what a fantastic super weekend news ekoye pa na encha no ewa oblita kwame also Dr. Baumia oye campaign no former president ono so complain na owe campaign no complain na chese ba kwa ready ba ko nye ready na no ready no na da number 1 no entimo koto aba na mato ama number 1 Dr. Da Costa Abuaje was a massive work oyo e National Health Insurance Authority ntincha nkoma wo ko mensa makenkan capital go so manhia was a Ghana for the masepa na Dr. Baumia de wa kire sampa oyo candidate papa and it is possible pia osofo oso wonchi anie mensa Majid bechem Toronto was on manamfo cha asakwasi asiedu incoming Pitano South constituency was speaker adwuma ne de wayo speaker ye adwuma ne pa na se nka Ghana fo hwe ne mu nyina nie na nka nye ne speaker ye anka bi anampo yankwanko cha asempa enti zema bato no du ho no mu Ghana fo mu mani na ho was na court no ono na adwuma nko parliament so adwuma nko eni se parliament be na adwuma na se court mpene so de a eni ese ya eni be hu no man mu ti Ghana fo mu mani na ho oblite ados makenkan dada oblite mensa Majid on so makenkan Mary dan kwanso die nie woso goso ena wotie kasebo ne die fira nwumre yi wosi kwaku aye school center na eno ne yedien ya Helselasi wonso makenkan baako Abbas Zakari wonso de encha na de ba ya Abbas madwenkyere no doso Stanley Kwabenanti woso authentic news die eno a any piece na bo ho ena mitie kasebo ne die firi wosi keje tie CNN CNN 101.5 o say deja dunkumase o say kasebon ekoye pa o say kadna one ohenena na mansadat me chiamo pa mo ye adwuma ensuro da ewotepa o say former president JDM why desperate for power keke o wen sema o kenyina oni anisode hunu bia de Ghana fo nti Ghana fo mo wani nda ho owura Eric Nana Ajima Prempe Director General Nadmo o say monto aba no fama no Mensa Majid won so makenkan modaba mohumbo sa amanfo de bekam Coleman Sampler 2 nso de no makenkan ba ko osoro hono mo dada abena kantamanto nso de ni o si sa papa JDM o si we pa de me pa chew ensem na kan no wanka niye na ensem no abena wanse na nkyere mu de he potin na wo ka ho asem ohun nti wo me de besi hanom na makomanim na wusu OPD me kai se makenkan ba ko dada wo Facebook no so sunwan na de firi baaye ai Mensa Majid makenkan Benjamin nso de Daniel Kwaku nipa tete wodie nie awutu breku wo se Ghana for wo awutu senya West constituency Free Senior High School no semwa mugiri sa aboa mo so de na December bosom na bato no du ho no mu a Dr. Baumia eno wo se moto aba ne de ma no wo ne onumanyam for yugina he ba bia aboa ne gina na ne ba no so gina ho na ono so matu bi e de ama no Abu Abbas nso de nie wo se former president Debbie, we the mintiming can Abu Abbas Fachemi. I saw Qualunte so. Or see December 7 or Ghana ni baby into a banner from Dr. Baumia. Ebeko ye pa de ma Ghana. Nchia enso e wase ho. Adwenkyere no doso nchia no me de bamu a emwa asu Fachemi. Aje nyameche George onso die nie. Wo se wo tepa na wo tie kasebo no. Wo se Ghana for ye hia reset upgrade na beboa. It's Ghana for mo pa upgrade dia Dr. Baumia na beboa na upgrade no mo nsa tumi akanti mo nto ba no former Dr. Baumia Benjamin Asante nso die nie wo se nana ene Kwame anwumre mitie mu e wo UK wo se odwuma ne dia mo ye pa na mo nto ba no former Dr. Baumia e wo Ghana na wo beba betu bia na esi ya we man wo nso die nie wo so wo kasoa nana bedi akon wo se yen start Ghana with new force wate na MPP ni NDC no ma be ye ni nyina ye hu se no Ghana be ye duru no ehia force pa na dey move Ghana forward into so one dey water wachi pa se ba final form Abu Abbas makenka ba ko Daniel Kwaku ni pa won so makenka bi dada teacher Kwadwo Tepa nyina susu makenka ba ko mekai oblite won so makenkan we say no Wumbe Samuel was it 21st clinic and wo a wo tie kasebo no wo se Ghana manyofo nyina no mo ye pe MPP ni NDC nyina duka daya omuntimi moaye enti Ghana fo bi beboaye a ya ankasa na wo se ye boaye ho won so de a wo de ebetu mu eno no na wusu makenkan ba ko ko mensa won so makenkan dada adwenkyere no aba embo na megidi se dodo na matimi akenkan no nia akam ni nyina no eye mu a mode aba toatoa so saa mienu no
decision time. Wabusafo ena enne ebrebe makwan ema ye de decision time no asie said ye bo mama ne free ahyase no free sabre ya kokase ye beto aba no edu memenda Ghana this week say ye de akonkon ho kakra ye beba be ye decision time say ya ye be mo hunu parties presidential candidates ni nyina ba bi obi anam ne ekoso ewo mo aprobo emu ni nyina beboa ama wasi wadwene pi na wo kwa akoto aba no a wasi gina ebeboa Ghana decision time sa ena yeye no ene made in edition yemfasida Emma Patricia Sifafisha Naomi Obenewa ene newsroom team ni nyina se omuhihye sa decision time Emma ye a yesoso yabetena akenkan ede amamo na mene dan lati adamfo Augustus ya frame nana ya okese mene
ohene nana Kwame
amo pinzo
edala de ye bebe bia no mfama me
emfama ho but ye be
just next week no be campaign ase
you etienne nuano miensa ne etrase ede ebremo ofa na bodi
nana medin ede Sadat Mohammed
man Sadat ena ohene nana Kwame amo lati ena mi akasa nana ya okese the cardinal ye trans any decision time ebremo nyame e adomo a ye wono that's it decision time
Turn it up.
Peace FM.
And rip off the knob.